I don't know if I was the influence, but I will tell you this, is that it's the part of the business that I love. Two parts of this. It's a part of the business that I love. And I grew up in this business, as we know. I was very fortunate to grow up in this. And the part of the business that I love is that we can create things like this, where I can create this belt, but I just didn't want to put a belt that said Cody's Soul. I need a date that memorializes things, but also a date that means something to me, but really means something to me. It's going to tie into the second part of this answer regarding John, which was, June 11, 2015, when Dusty Rhodes passed away. For those of you who don't know, Cody's dad, Dusty Rhodes, Cody's dad and my dad, Rocky Johnson, they were best buds. They did everything together, riding horses, etc., especially down in Florida. We would go to Dusty's house all the time. But right before Cody was born, because I'm about 10, 12 years older than him. And so Dusty was one of my heroes. So I thought, well, what's a thing that I could really, anytime I come back home to WWE and I do something, I gotta have skin in the game. I gotta have, it's like really sink my teeth into something. What's real? What feels real to me? Well, your dad was one of my heroes, so I'm gonna put his date here. And if I get the opportunity, and if you tell me no, and if you tell me in his very eloquent way, he told me no tonight, told me to go fuck myself. Wow. I don't know if you ever said that in front of 38,000 people like that. What a moment. But as I was saying, it's the most fun part. It's the part about our business that we love in creating moments. So with John, I don't know if I was the influence to this. Perhaps, maybe I was a conduit to help him in a way, in my small way. I don't want to take any credit for this, because this is John. In my small way, a conduit to help John get to the place he's gotten tonight. So, storyline, no storyline, fiction, nonfiction. What you guys felt tonight out there was decades of what John has experienced as a performer and as a human being. And I felt it in the ring. I've had conversations with John. We're good buddies. I knew what his why was going into this. And it is so incredibly moving and compelling, and it grips you by the neck when he talks about it, as he's talked to me about it. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing tonight. And again, storyline, no storyline, fiction, nonfiction. The greatest, I think, angles in wrestling is when it's anchored in some sort of authenticity. And what you felt tonight, he didn't say a word. Look, he came out and dropped the mic. That's decades of a man who gave everything to this business that I love. And now it's coming out. And I told him as he left, by the way, he flew in today, this morning, from Budapest. He's flying out right now to Africa to continue. So that's the level of commitment. And I told him as he left, I said, we say two things in our wrestling vernacular. He said, hey, thank you for the house. And I said, I'm proud of you. It's a big deal.